when you're able to study the genetics and gene and DNA structure, molecular structure, that there are generally more than one type of problem, so that what you develop as an initial therapy may affect one type but not the other. And there's always the potential for further gene modification that occurs, without you being aware of it until you're wondering how come this treatment worked for this patient but not that patient. And then when you're able to further study, you say, oh, look at this, there's a new gene mutation for this patient as opposed to that. So it's not like it's a stable environment where everything is always going to be the same for any particular disease. Mm-hmm.
I mean, let me try to ask you a little bit differently. If we're trying to enter this space, where do you think would be a good starting point with gene therapy?
Yeah, I mean, I think that
to create a track record.
Yeah, I think first of all, if you're able, the greatest amount of specificity that you can offer, the better. Meaning that, okay, we've been doing this research with ALS patients, and we recognize that with this new therapy, biological, that we're offering, that we're going to be able to improve this, and this. And we have demonstrated that in clinical trials in which we've used our product against placebos, or even better, if there is another drug or a type of therapy that is supposed to have improved what you are going to go after. If you do a head-to-head study with that and are able to demonstrate that your product is superior in terms of improvement and outcomes, that kind of data is always the easiest thing to put on the table when you are entering into any market. So, it's a matter of not coming in and saying, we have a new test that can identify this particular gene, and maybe it will respond to that. That's not going to be a very strong argument about the potential benefit of a product. So you want to be able to say, as specific as possible with as specific backup data as possible, what the product is going to do. And that is generally going to be the best, because as you may know, even getting something FDA approved doesn't necessarily mean that it gets universally accepted and paid for.
Do you see manufacturers partnering more with companion diagnostics, or do you see health plans starting to do that a bit more to help? I'm reacting to your targeted comment. So, do you see that evolving?
I think that can be part of it. Yes, for everything in medicine today, we have to be thinking about multiple approaches to something. And, in the rare instance where you have something that really hits the target, that's wonderful. But, with so many things we see, there initially may be something positive, and then the next thing you know, you're saying, oh my God, this patient developed something like progressive multifocal leukoencephalopathy because they were taking this drug that was helping with multiple sclerosis, but now, it is